masterpiece approved.
Kulprit D is somewhat dead, in a sense. The big aspect of the name change is it was a maturity thing. My music has been, for the most part, genuine. I think about 75 to 80% of everything I've said in the song is a true story. It's very real. But Kulprit D, while it was a fun nickname and while I love it, it just feels somewhat like a facade now. Dakoda is my given name. It's natural to me, and so my thing about my music is now is I'm trying to leave the immaturity of the music behind, and try to be an adult and be very real and open and not have any exaggerations in my music. So why exaggerate, my moniker? Just go by my name. The project name, and this is the big reveal for everybody, because a lot of people have been asking, it will be called Civil Rights Movement. The concept behind this project, it's kind of a twofold meaning. And a lot of people, I've only told about 2 or 3 people the title and what it's going to be, but a couple of people that I have told it to, they've asked me, do you feel at all that is offensive? Because, it's kind of a play on civil rights movement. So people might take it as some sort of racially charged thing, and to an extent it is, but it's not meant to be racist. There has been a huge shift in the division of black and white and Hispanic and how things happen in the world. There's a big division right now, and it's always kind of felt that way in hip-hop in general. I don't want to say that white people have a harder time getting in, but that's the way it seems. I feel like you kind of have to prove your worth in hip-hop when you are, a white dude. So, you get compared to Eminem or Machine Gun Kelly or Mac Miller all day long, and no one ever mentions, the greats. So it's kind of to say I have skills to bring to the table as well. And it's to say also more so of a political, social, spiritual culmination of, at the end of the day, it's all about Jesus Christ. I don't like being called a Christian rapper. I am very openly Christian. I'm LDS, but I'm not, so much of a cornball, as like, some of the other guys. So the big message of the project is, there's division, there's tension, but he's paid the price for all of us, and we all need to form that civil rights movement. The white doesn't represent the skin color. The white represents baptismal garments. It represents purity. So it's all about following him and becoming the body of Christ. It's been a recent trajectory. Interestingly enough, I think when my mom passed away, there was some sort of pivotal shift.
My girlfriend got them curves, you only seen up in a crazy straw. Ain't seen us at the party, we was busy in the bathroom stall. Came from a block. My hand is on top of her hand, I'm on top of my game. We on top of the world, trying top of the charts. We're on top of the hills, up in Hollywood, chill with a string of pearls. Give Kim a run for their money like we used to. And I could introduce you to the love you should be used to. In a chapter 2 that moves you, it moves you. I'm 1/16th Cherokee, but I leave these MCs in a trail of tears. Used to have some digits on my nightstand and some lipstick on my covers for letter words. She dirt napping, I'm tapping into the verses, converse with a convert. I'm trying to demolish in. Hold up, let me say it with some. I got these rappers in the handbasket. Next line I speak be the next casket. Know y'all my brothers from Damascus. Scatter y'all ashes with ad-libs of passion. Cobra go. Gonna let you know that I'm sprung. Look at that ring and doggone it. Ice so big I can probably get Michelle Kwan on it.
After she passed away, I released a project called Finale, which, to me is the most meaningful project of mine. It's very honest, heart on your sleeve. All the beats were original. And there was just something different about the writing process for that album. There's just been, since 2015, this drastic change, and I attribute it to, you know, being, you know, religious again. But it's gone from, I don't want to say party music, but it was a lot more turn-up oriented, kind of trap stuff, and it was supposed to be, you know, aggressive and in your face and loud, and it's kind of tapered off into really you know, the roots of hip-hop, and that is, you know, sincere storytelling. And I've tried to keep the production mostly original, yeah, I don't know, that's all I can say. Is just ever since my mom passed and ever since I got back in church, there's been a shift, and I've tried to change my wordplay up, tried to make better beats. Yeah. I think the biggest change, I mean, you can see the change from project to project gradually, but this one is a little bit more drastic. I think what people will be surprised about is the beat selection and beat production on this, because this is a lot more of your classic street sound. You know, this is more of boom bap oriented and more like, you know, 50 Cent, G Unit, you know, throwback Nas kind of stuff. This is more of what that project embodies. I wanted that soulful sound because, you know, we're having this theme of a civil rights movement, you know, playing off the civil rights movement. So I wanted to take samples from the 60s and 70s, soul music, funk music, and incorporate that so you can get that, you know, the feel of those decades. I think the beat and I think the writing, well, the delivery, I should say, because it's still aggressive, it's still very serious, but it's a lot more subtle, and there's a lot more jabs. I guess you could. I'm not holding back with my competition anymore. Used to, it was just I'm going to rap about, you know, me, but now I am starting to call some people out and really show my skills, because it's been 5 years now, and I'm sick of not getting some sort of recognition for my writing ability. So I've amped it up a little bit. As far as it can go, you know, there's a small handful of people that support me. I'm very appreciative of that. But at the same time, there's a lot of time, money, and thought being put into this, because I do want it to do things that previous projects have not done. It's going to have a different substance to it. It's going to have better production value to it. It's going to have better packaging. So I would love for it to go wherever it could go. But at the end of the day, if all it goes is on my shelf and on my computer, that's fine too. But I think people need to give it a chance.